back for me. You know, I started when I was like 4 or 5, and I have one vivid memory of Pee Wee soccer back then. I was on a team with Ethan Coffey, of all people, and we were warming up for a game, and someone hit a little high shot, and it hit and went to a tree. And it hit a beehive, I guess, and a bunch of bees came out and stung everyone. And I just remember sitting in my car, hanging out with Ethan Coffey, had about like 8 bee stings, and it was a great time, great soccer memory. Freshman year, I started out on JV, and it was a great time. Met a lot of new people. You know, we had a fun squad. It was a great year. And then sophomore year, I went up to varsity, and it was fun. I had to work for a starting spot, and the second game I started against Glacier Peak, played the full minutes. It was a great time. Junior year, you know, me and Peter were captain varsity, and we had a great time. We've always been really good friends playing soccer. We played outside of high school too, and we didn't have a great year, but we went about 500, I think. And I don't know, we had fun. Not everything went our way, but we persevered. I always joked around kicking in high school, like freshman, sophomore year, and just said, like, oh, I'm gonna go out and kick this year. It's a piece of cake. And I never really thought I'd ever actually do it. And coming around the end of junior year after high school soccer, me and some kids in my English class, we joked about it a lot. And until 2 of my friends actually like really pushed me into doing it. It was Will McCoy and Ramsey Khalil.
Ramsey and I convinced Nils to join the football team, and I was really excited because it was our last year playing football, and I really had a good friend base on the football team this year. Before I had junior year, I didn't have a lot of friends there, but then senior year, Nils came.
2 weeks before school, we started the actual practices. And it was a lot of film watching, so it wasn't the most interesting thing for me, never playing football before, and it had pretty much 0% of anything to do with what I was doing on the team. So I just really hung out, you know, brought some food to film and ate it. I hung around with defense rather than offense because it was more of a nice atmosphere. And then we started going down the field. We still didn't do a lot of special teams. I think we did some punting. And punting wasn't my greatest, but I worked on it and did that, and then I would just go off and kick by myself. And then about a week before the game, for our first game against Shorecrest, we started doing special team stuff, PATs, field goals, kickoffs. So my first game against Shorecrest, it was kind of rough. I was really uncomfortable. Nothing really felt right yet, and I was a little rushed into the game. And we didn't get kickoff, which I was really hoping we would, so I could get out on the field and just get my first kick done with. But so I was hoping I wouldn't get any big field goals or anything to start my season off with. But unfortunately, Stewart had a lot of confidence in me because in warm-ups I hit 250s just consistently. And then we got to the game, and he threw me out for a 47-yard field goal, which is a pretty far one. And I went out there, forgot to even buckle my chin strap, and took the steps, and I had the distance, but I was a little far left, just a little bit. And it really got me down. It was a rough start. It wasn't a good way to start my season. And I started to get things together in the second half. I think I made all but one. It was a blowout game, so it wasn't a big factor. But after the game, I was really upset. I was questioning if I should have even played football. It was really harsh, but the team was really supportive. All the coaches were really nice. I mean, even the crowd base, our high school is really good community, you know, really support. And I kept trying through that week, and we played Marysville the next week, and I went 7 for 7 on PATs and had about 5 touchbacks. So that was really nice. And I had As ending my senior year, I really decided that I would like to play a sport in college, and I felt soccer wasn't a good fit for me in the collegiate level. And even though I probably could have gotten on a D2 team or something like that, I wasn't that interested, and that's why I actually ended up playing football. But after a year, I really would like to pursue trying to play the collegiate level at a high standard. I'm talking to a couple universities, sending them game footage, getting some emails back, which is really nice. And I made the decision to try to play football over soccer because of just those Friday nights down with the lights. It's just great. I mean, soccer, it's nice, it's fun. You play 2 games a week, and it's dark, but it's not the same. The atmosphere for football is way different. It's a lot more exciting. Gets the heart going, blood pumping. It's fantastic.
Nils inspires me because I was kicker at Meadowdale Middle School, and then I know that Nils went from being a soccer player to all of a sudden jumping up to being the varsity kicker for the high school. So that kind of inspired me to want to step up and follow his path and go from soccer to being the varsity kicker, or just a kicker for the high school.